Kia ora te whānau. It's great to be able to send out this video as we enter the last 7 days of Advent before the great celebration of Christmas, which is going to be taking all sorts of forms across our diocese. These 7 days, any of you who use that wonderful prayer app, Lectio 365, will know that since the 6th century in Italy, people have been celebrating these last 7 days with what they call the O antiphons, and that just means they're phrases or prayers that begin with O wisdom, O Lord, O Key of David, O Dawn of the East, O King of the Nations, O Emmanuel, God with us. I may have left one out in that sequence. As I'm recording this, we are remembering Christ as wisdom, and it is something that is clearly needed so very much in our world today. Wisdom more than the knowledge that we're just given by AI or by our smartphones. The wisdom that comes from God, the wisdom that allows us to discern truth and goodness and beauty. So it's a wonderful word to meditate on. Tomorrow, when I think this is going to be sent out to you all, we're thinking, O Lord, O Adonai, O Lord of all that is, and Lord of our own lives. So if you don't use that Lectio 365 app, I recommend it. It's a beautiful way to start and finish the day. Okay, but now some news from around the diocese to keep you all up to date. First, some sad news or bits of news. Most of you, I think, will now know that the wonderful Father Wiremu died in the last month. So well known by so many across the diocese, and what a valiant and faithful priest he was. Also, the amazing Les Smart died in Riverton, a lay reader there who had offered such faithful ministry for so long that just a few days before he died, Barb and Liz were able to travel from Invercargill to where he was in bed, ill, and present him with a lay minister emeritus certificate, which I gather meant a lot to him. Another thing which is sad for us, but not necessarily for them, if you haven't caught up with this, Craig and Sheila Smith are moving on from Alexandra, going back to a parish in the UK, which we'll be sorry to see them go, but it is very good for them. Everything else I wanted to say to you, though, is really amazingly, wonderfully positive news. It was summed up for me, a conversation I had with one of our priests yesterday when we had a Christmas gathering here. He said he was just noticing that he'd glance at someone in the congregation and think, you arrived 6 months ago and you're still here, or you arrived a year ago and you're still here, and that his pews were gradually filling up. Very slowly, nothing spectacular, but quite steadily. And we are seeing this in many places across our diocese. That's reflected also in the fact that we've had more confirmations this year than we've had in the past 10 years. I didn't count back any further than that. I thought 10 years was a decent length of time to compare this with. We had 21 confirmations this year, and a whole range of ages, from really quite young through to grandparents of people who are being confirmed. We had 3 at St. Aidan's in Alexandra, 4 in All Saints Gladstone, 1 at St. Michael's on the Peninsula, 3 at Holy Trinity Gore, 7 in Arrowtown, 1 at All Saints Dunedin, and before I was made bishop, there were also 3 at the cathedral. This is an incredible sign of life, because people no longer get confirmed just to please their parents, or because it's the thing to do. Those people who are confirmed do so because they are deciding to follow Jesus. And what an amazing thing that is. The other encouraging bit of news to let you know is that we have 7 people starting the discernment track to find out if this is what God is calling them to ordination or to a development of their lay ministry. That's more than we've had for a very long time. In addition, we offer a certain amount of scholarship money to people studying theology. And currently we are supporting 11 people next year to study theology. Again, far more than we ever have before. So I want to encourage you. God is at work. God has not forgotten us, and there is life brimming in so many corners of this diocese. So as we move towards Christmas, as we move through this last week of recognition of the wonder of God coming to us in Jesus, I want to pass on to you one little line that a wonderful spiritual director of mine said to me. Hold your light steady. The light that we are given from God is from God. It is God who will strengthen us, God who will give us the joy and the faith and the hope and the love of his coming. We're just called to hold that light steady in whatever darkness comes around us. So may you have a joyous and blessed Christmas, all of you.